Good afternoon and welcome to the Darkmom Consortium for what day is this? June the 18th, 2026. I am Mom. And I'm here by myself because I forgot to hit the chat. Hang on. I'm still by myself as it turns out. But now you guys can join me. But I thought I would start out on Tribble so you guys can see some of the things that have been proposed and I'm glad to say, have been worked on. Things are getting better. So let's get over here. The music may be a little loud. Let me turn that down a bit. That's not the one I wanted. Not the one I wanted. Do that. Oh, that's because it's my headset that way. Okay, let's go over here. Let's try this one. All the way over there. Well, it reset all my volumes to I don't need my eardrums level. Let's see if that makes my life better. Hi, Apulu. It's there. It's a little quiet, but it's there. Of course, you're stuck in traffic. It's the nature of the beast. I forgot which job I had that got me stuck in traffic every single day. And I finally mentioned it to my boss, and he's like, well, what time does traffic get better? It gets better 3 hours earlier. Caesar Mars. Hi, hello, how are you? But my boss was the first one to go, well, why don't you just come in at like 6 in the morning and leave at 3? Well, sounds good to me. And that was the end of traffic being an issue. So I am over here in Tribblelandia, where things are a little different, but they seem to be getting better. So the map has been changed at least a couple of times. Originally, these eye icons, which are systems you can interact with, were like 6 times bigger. They were the size of this circle here, and it looked very cartoonish. And stars and systems you couldn't interact with were just points. For that round, let's see if we can do that. I don't think there's anything we can interact with there. Actually, let's pick. Oh, we did pick that one. I'm okay. You can call me Caesar or just Mars or Caesar Mars. It doesn't matter. As long as I don't call you late for dinner. Right? Right? So it's not pulling me directly up to this system here. That's interesting. So I can't interact with this one, so it brought me over here. So let's go for one we can interact with. Where am I exactly? Let's get out of there. Oh! That's interesting. Oh yes, we can still interact with Japoria's system. Yay! So let's see if that actually will auto-navigate us all the way to it. Before, there was no auto-navigate. They got rid of that temporarily. Very happily, it was temporary. So you actually had to fly your ship someplace, which, I'm sorry, I remember it was a pain in the butt when I was doing it as a newbie back in the day. But then they got into auto-navigate and just click on it and you'd go there. Yay! Caesar, I have so many tunes I barely work on. I am not in a position to tell you anything. Where am I? There I am. Oh, so maybe you see these little red things that were going by? They're little boosts of some sort or another. I can't exactly remember what the function of them was. I think it's a boost when you go into these defense things, which we will go into in a minute. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I wanted to see if it would take me there. Yep, it does autopilot you there. Yay! I'm glad they fixed that. Well, as badly as I play Caesar, I'm a noob. But I've been doing it for a long time. I'm just an old noob. And I apologize. I am sucking on a throat lozenge because I'm hoping my allergies are back with a vengeance. Hi, Mr. Dave. How are you doing? Of course you're still at work. You're always at work, my dear. So it looks like this hasn't changed. I have not set up this trait. Apparently I have set up that, though. I've been playing primarily on for the last, what year is this, 2016? I've been playing this for about 16 years now. No, that's a lie. I've probably been playing for more than 16 years. But I'm not the oldest, or the longest lived player here. I mean, there are people who started before me. Hey, Wotzehell, how are you?
Hello.
Hello. So I'm over here on Tribble, looking to see how things have changed. Looks like the patrols are pretty much the same. There are some people who are commenting that not every weapon, shield, console, etc. is working correctly here. So if you're coming over to work on a ship or ground build, just be aware. But so far they've reverted back to two things I preferred. Thank you very much. Where are we at? 2 of 5. I'm not going to bother with doing all of this. I'm sorry, say that again. What's the hell?
We can navigate on map screen.
Yes. I'm going to get out of this. Since I don't get anything out of here and I'm not worried about doing endeavors. I do not need more endeavors.
But the Romulan marks.
On the account that doesn't have anything. Is there any trouble with Tribble? No. No, there isn't. I was just experimenting. So, as I was saying, they have fixed a couple of things. I still don't like something here. So we still have systems that exist that are just marked with stars, which is my preference. But systems you can interact with are marked with these little eyeball thingies. I'm not real happy with that. For me, it's a little too cartoony for my Star Trek. But that's me. Now let's see if we can find one of these. What is this? That's that. Have they gotten rid of the... No, here we go. Let's see if there's one closer to us. So I'm going to aim up here. There is a deep space encounter defense. So there's a timer here. The deep space encounters respawn every, I think, 15 minutes. So by the time I get up to that one, it's going to be gone. So I'm just going to wait a minute and see what respawns. And they move. So you have enough time to do them, but if you see that the timer's counting down and it's not right next to you, don't start it. Caesar says, I remember when we didn't have the isomags and when Shangri-La wasn't even considered as a ship to be in game. Things change, right?
Isomags, we had vulnerability locators. So, almost same thing.
Oh, almost. Greybeard is raiding with a party of 1. Hi, Greybeard. As I said, we'll let this timer run out and then we'll go see what's around here. Well, we always had something. I mean, we started out just with the brain network.
Yeah, there were tactical consoles.
Yeah, the engineering consoles that you could get. So advanced engineering consoles. Oh, this one's old. But yeah, you could get the boosts for all sorts of things. Hi, Greybeard. Done with my Rami recruit for the day. Rami recruits? Hold on a second. Since when have we been doing Romulan recruits?
Delta recruit is running, and one of them can be a Romulan recruit.
Oh! I was going back to the good old days when we actually had a Romulan recruit. And it wasn't Temporal or Delta or... what's the other one? Jem'Hadar? Delta recruit. Thank you. Yeah, no, I wouldn't mind another Romulan recruit event. That would make me really happy. Caesar says, I grew up watching TOS and TNG because you are a good person. So when I found Stowe, I was confused on everything in the game. Yeah. So the correct way to play the game, if you haven't figured it out already, is find a Discord or a chat group or a fleet where people are willing to answer your questions, because no one knows all of it. But all of us do. So we team up. All right. I'm over here. Japori, what's around me? Not much. Okay, so we have a support event down here. And I'm going to go down there and try the support event. Story-wise, oh, Delta has 3 possibilities story-wise. What are the 3 possibilities story-wise?
Guessing he means the different origin stories you can choose. You can choose a Romulan recruit, Delta recruit thing.
Rom liberated Borg and alien. That's all you've got for options? Oh, here we go. So this is a support encounter, which is more of an exploration base rather than a pew base. There's defense, there's offense, and there's support. There's not a lot of difference between offense and defense. It's kind of vague. They're both pew. The setup is the same, but the aliens you might be working with will vary. I think there's 15 different potential setups. I could be kind of wrong on that one. That was the original one. Islamodis added another alien, little purple alien girl. Or almost added a little purple alien girl.
This is Rear Admiral Felicia Harrington of Starfleet's Deep Space Operations Command. High energy emissions from a science ship operating in the area have caused nearby Metreon gases to become unstable and disrupt critical systems. The ship is running a self-repair subroutine, but its crew requires assistance in collecting the rest of their samples.
So this one's pretty simple. Don't blow up the Metreon, collect samples. Weirdly enough, it's the same one I got the first time I did it. Blaze's blog post was teasing the old temporal missions that got removed, if I understood it correctly. Thank you! I was wondering where they were going, and you're right. Kel has kind of hinted at that. And there is a Stowe teaser that came out, though it's only a few seconds long. Oh, it's a minigame, yes.
A first sample has been collected. Remember, be careful. Firing will ignite the gas.
Which we could do if we wanted to. The only thing I'm sadly disappointed in is that there's no way to have a T6 TOS Constitution class unless you get the bundle. Yeah. Yep. I don't buy a lot of bundles.
Yes, you can have the Shangri-La and you can make it look like a TOS Constitution.
One more sample remaining. Keep it up.
Cnidarian Defender carrier with jellyfish frigate should be next year's summer reward. You know, maximum jellyfish. Speaking of Cnidarian defenders, a little bit later we're going to go out and do the repair 50,000 hull of your teammates, which until this morning I didn't realize was just like the easiest thing in the world if you have your Cnidarian defender. Someone told me about that.
Me.
Yeah, you. Boy, did that make it easy. It's go out there, sit around in Ruins of Doom for a few minutes.
All samples have been
PPU is done.
collected. We'll need them delivered to the science ship.
So the thing with these deep space encounters is they're pretty easy, pretty fast, and they award bonus Endeavor XP.
Thank you for your assistance.
That was it. So that's 380 XP,
Scans
which
are
is
clear.
just shy
The
of what you
system
get
has been
for the
secured for now.
Universal.
Thank you for your
Universal is
help.
400. So if you needed to boost yourself a little bit, you could. They were talking about putting a cap on it for the day so you can't spend your entire day grinding it, but would any of us spend the entire day grinding on Star Trek Online?
Okay. Not.
I would.
Well, some people would.
Yeah, some of us would. So let me think. I'm going to bounce out of this if it's not the right one. So let's see what happens if I hit it again. It's supposed to change.
This
And
is
it
Rear
did.
Admiral Felicia Harrington of Starfleet's Deep Space Operations Command. Enemy forces have disabled the satellites
Okay, so it did change it. It's supposed to stay around for a few minutes and then change position and content. But I noticed that sometimes it stays around in the same place. It doesn't just disappear. The Shangri-Ella. The Shangri-Ella.
The Shangri-La is notable because you can make it look like a Constitution class.
Let's see. Spent most of yesterday fighting with my backup computer
Stay
and finally
sharp.
gave up on it
We've
and
got
pulled the
company.
SSD to install on my main to take the place of the HDD as the main boot drive. Oh, sorry. But I want to do this. I don't want to shoot people. Is this now not support? Ah, it's a song. That's why. I have no musical skills, which is really funny considering I was going to go into music. So these aren't bad. I can't see spending my entire day doing this. Kind of has that feel of when you were, hang on a second there, doing the Academy event and you have to shoot at things or answer puzzles type things. It's not bad. Not without either the temporal starter of the bundle. You can have TMP Constitution class through the Shangri-La, which at that point, if you have the bundle, then there's no need for the Shangri-La. Hey, completionists, we have to have everything. I do not, but hey, that's a different story. So Greybeard, I spent a couple weeks ago trying to fix my computer. It is fixed, but it has some ways to go. Oh, that's already launched. My bad. So what will be interesting is the when we're doing these little sensor games here. The one that they're using here for matching waveforms is the same one that you use for materials. And I do know when you've got it in other things, like when you're doing the rocket launch on the First Contact Day events, the game counts as ground mats. Oh, Apulu, I'm never bored. My life is an adventure. Where is it? There it is. I do believe you can team on these as well. But I think you have to stay in the same faction.
Enemy fleet incoming. Protect the station at all costs.
So, not as much exploration as exploration and PPU.
The station has been secured.
All right.
Scans are clear.
So it's not bad. I'm not thrilled with the icons, but they got rid of the issue. They shrunk the icons down so they're not as bad on the map. They've given us back auto navigation. I think there's one other thing here that I'm not thrilled with, which is this new compass up at the top.
Would you fly to Kronos and from there navigate to New Romulus or whatever? That always seems stuck.
Let's see if they fix that. Okay, aiming for Kronos. Let's see what happens. Let's see, I had to kit bash my Shangri-La to have the Constitution body, pylons, and neck with the Shangri-La saucer section and the Shangri-La gamma nacelles. Not sure about this frame either. The big thing will be how this handles with Tour of the Galaxy. And I think it's one reason they put back in all of the auto-navigate, because it's very hard to do Tour of the Galaxy without auto-navigation. Well, somebody else is here. Oh, it's one of those things you can drag with you. Well, that's interesting. We went right by Kronos.
Oh.
And it didn't stop.
Navigate to New Romulus and you would be at half speed or something as if we are turning.
Let's see what happens. There's New Romulus. Nope, right up to full speed as soon as I finish the turn.
Neat.
Mm-hmm. So, Caesar Mars, are you playing on console then? Graybeard. Oh, you are. If you transwarp any point, you need to re-click on your destination, otherwise you'll just fly past it. I'm not transwarping, I'm just trying to use the auto-navigate and see if it's functioning. Let's see. Yeah, that's been an issue where you have to re-click on your destination. So let's see if it does it here. Well, we're on the right line for New Romulus. Yep, brought us right to New Romulus and stopped, so yay!
Wonderful.
So we figured out a few of the problems, fixed the visuals a little bit. I don't know what the purpose of this frame is. Okay, there will be a map key at some point explaining what all the little logos are and all that stuff. I did go back in here and tried some of the old patrols like Muso system and Tur system, just for fun. Well, let me switch back out to my regular account. Give me a sec because I have to completely log out and relog in, so I will be right back. And let's see if this works. Greybeard says, it does work for the most part. I've run into a few times where the auto nav was off slightly. True that, causing one not to stop at the desired point, but it's not too common, probably just a glitch. Yeah, but what's the hell sad with every now and then it will start the turn and then just put along at about half speed.
Yeah, Klingon recruits were barely able to get out of Kronos because the entire north side wouldn't navigate from Kronos.
Yeah, but who wants to leave Kronos? I mean, it's so scenic. So, let's see. I do have to do 50,000 hull of teammates on this account. But we can do that a little bit later. Your Ryan girls love it there? On Kronos? Oh, yes, there we go. Okay, well, nice to know where the Orion girls hang out. Always good. I apparently missed a dance
We
party.
can fly to the Orion planet, so...
Well, yeah, but not everybody likes to hang out at home. I mean, think about it. If you had your choice of hanging out at home or going someplace else, you'd probably want to go someplace else, right? Right.
Presumably, possibly. I still would like it if my home were to, exist. That'd be nice.
That would be nice, yes. Which home?
My home planet. If that were to not exist, I'd be very upset.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
All my stuff is there.
This is true. Home is where the stuff is.
Welcome to Risa.
While I'm sitting here, I might as well do
Welcome
some
to
Horgon hunting.
Quote from a certain NPC in the game Oblivion: home is where you hang your enemy's head.
Ooh. That's pretty good. Pulu says, I want to ask you to help do something with my Connie 3, knowing that I'm a complete idiot when it comes to ships, right? I'm happy to assist, but definitely not my forte. All my good ships are ones that other people have built for me.
It's a 23 specialization. I don't remember.
I could look it up because I actually had to get one for this tune. I got it for one of my big tunes. Probably for Kethma. I mean, semantics say that all your stuff is actually on the ship you serve on, technically. Well, okay, yeah. Actually, I keep all my stuff in my back pockets. Much easier. I have never figured out the allure of carrying a purse when one has pockets.
Technically, we are characters in a game, and as such, we have an inventory. We could be, if the game were to did run around naked and have 5 full armors in our inventory, 10 guns, and I don't know, 10 cases of wine.
Ooh, that works for me. Maybe those two things don't go together, but speaking of things like that, there's a place near where I used to live that had a home, or they brewed their own beer there. Nice little brew pub. Good food. And hatchet throwing. Or axe throwing, your choice. So I suggested to my boss, hey, we should do that for a company team building event. He just looked at me. You're going to go out, get liquored up, and throw axes. Uh-huh. No. Is that 9? That's 10. Yes.
We're throwing lawn darts with the rubber tips.
Those are bad enough. It's a pocket dimension. Yes, yes, it is the infinite bag of holding. Brewster, ditch Windows 10 for the most part. We'll install Windows 11 for VR and handful of games. Stowell's run enough under Proton. You know, I misread that as Stow runs well enough under porn, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I suppose everybody's got a preference.
What kind of operating system is that?
I don't know. Greybeard says got a couple hours before my dailies reset. Are you trying to do the 20 hours, Greybeard? Because I will have my 20 of them tomorrow at 5 a.m. So I'm going to get them all done. Get up at 5, start the coffee, come up here, turn them in. I will do things like run flying high, or let's see, flying high you can do, just don't turn it in. Make sure you're logged out as soon as you're done with it. You can do the artifact hunt and not turn it in. And Horgon hunt. You can do that. You're right. I'm going to say it is Zubuntu. Zubuntu? Chubuntu? The XFCE for now. Yeah, no, that would be an amazing operating system. We're not going there. We are not going to try and run under that operating system.
Get out there and fly. You've seen the get out there and fly.
It'll get us in all kinds of trouble. Thank you. Whoa. Okay. That is a lot of rubber banding. Come on. Are we going to do that? There we go. That's not going to be fun. Let's see if we can switch instance and how much we're going to lose. Go to Ryza 13. I'm still on Windows 10, Brewster. I want to say we switched to Windows 11 at work. And it was fine. In the sense of if your wife ever tells you something's fine, it's not. It's really not.
Enjoying the view of the harbor?
Where am I going to go with this one? What have we got? Jungle Road and Circle the Peak. That sounds like fun. Do wish the servers were a little bit better at keeping up with all this stuff.
Be sure to take some time to explore the side trails after you're done flying.
Let's see. Brewster says, yes, so was I, but the EOL on October had to be going. Might as well for once do something beforehand. EOL. What is EOL?
Try again soon.
You've circled the peak. That should give you
There
a
is a
great
lot of
view
issues with
most
server
of
lag
this
right now.
island.
Well, they have
Oh.
50 people in an instance. It's too many. And they knew that about other things. I think that should have kicked in for Risa. End of life support. Thank you. Yeah, you were right. You're right. You're right. Maybe that'll be the kick in the pants to get home from Vegas and switch over.
I hope you had a
Oh,
fun
that was so
flight.
exciting.
Get out there and fly.
Well, would anybody like to join me for some pew pew? I have some Zinkethi ships to destroy.
I'm logging in.
Okay. And I need to do them any place, so I was thinking to do Zinkethi front.
Good to, yes.
I do apologize, I'm a little sniffly. Hi, Lexers. Twitch is lagging bad on my end, and to be honest, so is Stowe. Stowe is getting really bad right now. But I barely ever saw so many people live at this time of day. It's been really busy in game lately. So I'm counting 15. So 15 instances, half of them are filled with 50 people. That's a lot of people. Have a good evening, Graybeard, or morning or afternoon, whatever it is where you are. Go have a good time. No worries, Apulu. We'll wait for you to get home, and then we'll go do 50,000 Hull. But yeah, I know on ESD and other places we have lag issues with only 30 players. Here doing it with 50 with so many things going on, it's a little crazy. You haven't asked the question, Apulu. Let's make sure I've got the right ship. Got all my toys there. We're all good. Oh, we'll be on for a little while, and we will do teammate a little bit later for Hull. All right, I'm going to queue us up for Zinkethi front. Let's see what happens. Lexer says we're practically seeing peak hour numbers of people in the afternoon hours. It's a good indication of the age of the average player. I I don't know if that's true or not. It is summer. At least around here, almost everybody's home during the days. You know, the kids are out of school. Mom and Dad tend to be home. One or the other's home with them during the day. Which name, Caesar? Which name wouldn't be legal in Stowe? They let us get away with some questionable names for quite a while. Till somebody complained about it. Powerful operation reviving nanobots of the porn system. Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. That would be excellent. That would be a fantastic name. You're right. They probably won't let us get away with it. Though I think we had Gornhub as a fleet for a while. And they didn't say no to that. I don't know if they're still around.
I am reminded of that SNL skit. The internet is for porn.
Of course.
Why you think the net was born? Porn, porn, porn.
It's kind of true, though. When VHS and Betamax were both out and they were trying to compete to be the more popular one, VHS won because it was much easier to make porn on it and distribute it. Betamax was a little too difficult and a little too expensive. It's not wrong, Lexers. It just says a lot about us that we think of it. There we go, Weeboo.
Weeboo.
I have accepted the Weeboo-iness. Might lose my sandcastle, but I can always replace that one. Stowe Rule 34, yeah. Is that like Ferengi Rule 34? No, no water. Come on, there we go. Love the fact you can run up the side of these rocks. Because physics isn't a thing here.
Oh.
Ah! It's just getting my towers built.
Skyrim mountaineering expedition.
Lexer says, my fleet is the Gorny Gorn from Gornar. Initially meant the manly men from that macho place, but I understand it can be misinterpreted. Not at all. No one would misinterpret that. So who have we got? We have Oxy Congo, Tyrion Thraxus, Shogiyurb, and us.
Oh.
Just looking at all the players who have joined us. Oh, it's not Oxy Girl, it's Oyaxn Girl. I cannot say that one. There we go. I knew there'd be one over here. Is that you?
I made a few effects, yes.
I meant, was that you with the bomb?
I don't have a bomb.
Oh, I did.
Just here.
But that's okay. I can blow that stuff.
Have fun.
Thank you. Okay, Lexers. Caesar Mars, how in the world did we go from PG to rated A for adults? Us? here. At least in language, if not in topics.
Your teammate has captured a bomb. Protect them. Your teammate has captured a bomb.
I'll go blow up some
Protect them.
places then. Oh, all the places are empty. They don't need my help. Oh, and the base.
Well fought. Only 2 6-heavy bases remain. You got a bomb. Now destroy one of the bases. Your teammate has captured a bomb. Protect them.
Honestly, no, I didn't finish it. My bad. I was enjoying it and got distracted and completely forgot about it, so I will finish it. I was enjoying the heck out of it, though. I thought you guys were doing a great job. Really? You don't want me to launch this bomb?
Only 1 6-heavy base left. Ah, they're sending a dreadnought to stop us. There's dreadnought on an attack vector.
There's people with bombs, like you.
Like me. It's not launching the bomb. Where
Give me a
they
second.
went.
Right.
All 6-heavy bases we have destroyed. Kathy, you haven't dreadnought with some great deputy. Let us fit to
Ooh, no problem, Caesar. Got home from the gym and the hardware store working on my ongoing project. Oh, it still gave me the favors. All right. I got the sandcastle credit. Woo! Nice. So it was a busy day of stuff. And then the dogs were like, we didn't get to walk yesterday because, you know, the storm. The non-existent storm. So we had a nice long walk through the woods for the day.
Say, friend, there's a bunch of... How can I help?
I will have to go look for that one. So yesterday I wasn't on because we had some severe weather predicted. I mean, like really severe weather predicted. My classes were canceled. My instructor's like, nah, let's just not risk it. Well, that's fine, no problems. And I prepped the house with a nice little hidey spot for me and the dogs. It's not exactly tornado shelter. Wouldn't help if the house collapsed, but short of that, it'll do a decent job. And kind of got ready because the dogs get a little freaked out when it gets really stormy. And then it didn't get really stormy. We had a little bit of thunder, a little bit of lightning, a little bit of rain,
You
little
found
bit of
it.
wind.
Quickly,
That was
dig it
it.
up and bring it back to me at my camp.
And I did try to take the dogs out for a
Well
few minutes, and
done.
they were like,
Well, how
it's
can I-
raining. Well, it's the best I got. Well, that was exciting. Woo! What else shall we do today? I have my Zenkethy ships. I just have the hull. Which I suppose if I'm going to do that, I don't think anyone's running that one at the moment. Let's take a look. I had a tune who was running it. I was so unhappy. But she might still have it. If I do, it's probably Kethva. Nope, she finally changed that. No, definitely not her, not Pinky. Definitely not a Romulan or a Klingon. Yeah, nobody's flying that one at the moment. Well, let's go find somebody who wants to do that. Thank you. Do I have time
Say,
to hunt an
friend,
artifact? Oh, something else.
There's a
yes.
bunch of. How can I?
Well, it was a guess.
You found it.
Yay,
Quickly,
I found
dig
it.
it up and bring
Woo.
it back to me at my camp. Well done. Well, how can I?
Alright, I'm going to zip off to Earth Space Dock and switch out for the Cnidarian Defender.
Well, you just need the ship and its console, and that's it.
Yep.
And I will be sitting next to the shroom colony and get my pressure washed.
Providing it loads via Steam, okay. Gesundheit.
Thank you.
Let's see if I've got this one active. I suspect I've already kind of kicked it out of here, but... Yep. Oh, they even have space. Oh my goodness. I haven't done it yet. It's sitting in my inventory. Yay. And is cleverly named Indiana. How appropriate is that? Okay. If it's even got the console in place, we are set. Does anybody want to join us? Well, shall I meet you over in Ruins of Doom?
Yeah, let's meet. Where is
On my way.
it?
We do not want to get hit by those radiation pulses. Trust me.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, really, that's what's going to cause us to get injured.
Watch out. Mokai Raiders on an intercept course.
Yay, wonderful.
Let's deal with the next spore colony before the Mokai send reinforcements.
I'm going into defender mode. Almost. Almost. Like 1,000 shy.
You healed all my hunger pets as well. Well,
Apparently.
most of them. Should do it.
Nope.
No?
Nope. Might have been more than 5. Yeah, you're more than 5 kilometers away. Oh, really doesn't want to do the last 5 here. Let me move closer. And yes, I know that I have 2 minutes.
Yeah, let's go to the next
Okay.
war colony. While we wait for your console to cool down.
Works for me.
Hull integrity below 75%.
Colony neutralized. Let's head toward the next one.
Do you want to do the Mokai one
Picking up
too?
Mokai ships on long-range sensors. We're about to
Sure.
have company.
What the heck? Old lithium never hurt anybody?
Ship is under rear shields failing. Left shields failing. Target shields have failed. Hull integrity below.
Destroy these fools and take back what is rightfully ours! From now!
Will bring the stars to be honored and rest for the Empire.
We will fight another day!
Seconds left on the cooldown.
Glad the newest Klingon arrivals are on our side.
Goes. All done.
Eat.
Brewster says a big stupid jellyfish. Captain Shepard of the USS Normandy, the stealth Miranda class frigate. Not a big stupid jellyfish.
That is why I named Wine Blasto.
does it?
You.
Glorious! Did you see how Ja'ula ran like a scalded targ? She is not Klingon, and a disgrace to the memory of her.
Goody. My inventory is full. How could that happen? Don't say anything. Don't say anything, everybody. My inventory's always horrible. Tomorrow's universal, I think, is 10 Tribble carcasses or 10 prisoners. There we go. Brewster, I'm replaying with a new tune who's a Jem'Hadar. So starting off with Gamma Quadrant, which is still one of my favorite arcs in the whole series. I keep replaying from new tunes starting at the very beginning, and it's now getting repetitive because I get maybe through fairly shortly into the arc, let's say Cardassian Struggle, if there. And then I'm at the point where I can usually suck them into doing other stuff, and now I have tons of unplayed things. We're going to go put you back in the box for right now, and I'm going to go grab a ship that actually functions. Alright, let me grab a real ship. Whee! We'll go that way. Alright, I have a functional ship again. What shall we do?
Murder something.
Pardon?
Murder something.
Works for me. I'm a good
Nothing
murderer.
specific.
I can hit randoms. I'm good with that.
Let's do randoms.
Randoms it is. Wee woo.
Wee-hoo.
Just a heads up, we are going to do Clone Wars tomorrow, I think starting at 2. I haven't confirmed that with Taz, but I think that's the plan. 2 o'clock my time, which is, let's see, 6 o'clock my time now, so 20 hours from now? Oh, Apulu, new Romulus, piece of cake, knock it out in a day with you. I love new Romulus. Delta arc, different story. Or do you mean the new Romulus story arc? Nope, we can knock that out in a day. That's easy. Delta's a pain in the butt. But next week, I have no idea what days I'm going to be here. There's a lot of stuff going on next week.
Did you think you had destroyed me?
Then again, that's what I said for this week, and the weather was bad, so I didn't have class, so who knows?
Rear shield failure. Right shield
it's a Taz. Speak of the devil. And I was just talking about Clone Wars for tomorrow.
Yeah, they're good.
I assume we're still on.
Yes. So, what are you guys doing?
Randoms, having some fun, goofing around. You know, all the good stuff.
Yep.
What are you doing, Taz?
I've had a bad day.
Oh no, what happened?
Yeah, my father came and woke me after like 2.5 hours of sleep. I was like, let's go to the mom's restaurant. And we went there to have potato dumplings, and I got bad potato dumplings.
Oh no!
And spent the rest of the day on the taco.
This is not the end.
I got blown up on that last feedback, so. Oh well.
Now you know how the idea to rocketry came to be.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry you had bad potato dumplings, because that's a horrible thing.
Yep.
I did get a lovely spam message on my computer today. Person telling me that if I didn't give them $1,700 US, they would release the videotapes or the tapes from my camera on my computer of me doing personal recreation activities while watching Prawn. I'm thinking, I don't have a camera on my computer. That's a neat trick. I wonder, do people actually fall for that? I mean, what you do in the privacy of your own house, as long as it's with consenting adults or images of consenting adults, that's on you.
I've gotten one of those mails as well. I just forwarded it to the police department.
Oh, okay. Here, no, they'll be like, yeah, can't prove who it comes from. We don't care. Let's see. Brewster says what makes Delta drag for me is the whole Kabali thing. The Kabali thing isn't bad, but if you're doing it with somebody, it can get so messed up. But it's better than it used to be, because it used to be Kabali Act 1, then go do something else, Kabali Act 2, then go do something else, then Kabali Act 3. What is it? Today's Thursday, okay. Yes, thank you. Apulu says, I'd say, awesome, release it, maybe I'll get famous.
For some people,
Yeah, I mean, well, that's what started off this whole conversation with VHS tapes. Some people got really famous. I'd invite you to join us, Taz, but you're not in the game, are you?
No, I'm getting ready to go try and go back to bed.
Good for you. Brewster says people 100% fall for random messages. Oh, I know that people are idiots. I've told the story about my boss getting scammed for an ungodly amount of money, and this is a man with a freaking PhD. So yeah, getting scammed is a thing. Where am I going to put the speaker?
Yep.
That's a good point. Oh, Pie's on. Hi, Pie. But he's not here. And he's playing Klingons anyway. And he's over in Archer System. Yeah, people are not always the smartest creatures on this planet, if you know what I mean. Sometimes the goldfish are smarter. Let me clean out a bit of my inventory. Surprisingly little to clean out here. Let's see, I think I started a project. Oh, not my project. Oh! Oh, you guys, you have to put some projects here. Right? Okay, oh, see, all these projects that need to get loaded. Well, I guess I need to go make some money for this fleet. Let's see. People can't scam a person that has nothing to lose. Well, they can try. Actually, sometimes they're the most vulnerable ones because they're willing to risk money to get money. Did you hear about that one lady that scam thing? She was talking to Tom Selleck. Seriously?
Uh-huh.
I mean, the only one I've gotten recently is aside from the one on the computer, was somebody called me saying that they were my grandson and that they were in jail, and if I didn't send them money, the police were going to lock them up. This is interesting in that, one, I don't have any grandchildren, period. And generally, if the cops are asking for money, they're not going to let you call home for money, because that's not something they want recorded. So I'm trying to think, no, hey, if they arrested you, it's your own gosh darn fault. You figure it out. But Grandma, nope, not my problem. Not my monkeys, not my circus. However, the audio is a little off. There we go. Why would Tom Selleck be calling her? Yeah. It's been said that you can't scam somebody who's honest, but the reality is that's one of the most successful scams is people who get taken in by the refund scams, where they get a notification from Apple that they just paid $4.99 for Apple, whatever the heck they use for security, and they call up to dispute the charge, and they're like, oh, we'll refund it to you, and they get access to your bank, find out how much money you've got there, and then basically say that, oh, we accidentally refunded $4,000.
Aren't you feeling a bit silly? Have a nice day.
Yeah, and yeah, that's what my reaction is.
That is not a problem for them. Thank you. Goodbye.
Well, if you were honest, you'd repay it. Yeah. And? This is not my fault. Somebody just asked me about my weapon that I'm carrying around, which is the Herald boomstick from the Lobby store. I love that thing. Hi, Drunken Heretic. Shall I queue us up for another random?
Sure.
Okay. So Taz, before you joined us, I was on the Tribble server, which I was on right after they started this new thing with the deep space encounters.
Yeah.
And it looks like they're already responding to people's comments about it. Wee-woo?
You.
So I didn't like the icons. They shrunk them down so they're distinct from non-interactable star systems, but they don't look stupid and cartoonish. They had dropped the auto nav so you couldn't click on something to go to it. That's back. A couple other things. The DSEs are still kind of not super exciting, so I think they could maybe tweak the adventure level. It's kind of just generic level pew. But it really looks like they're paying attention to what people said. So the next thing I need to do is take that out and do a tour of the galaxy and see how that goes.
Yeah, flying manually would be a pretty no-go.
It wouldn't be too horrible because do you remember the old tour of the galaxy where you got the sector map and you had to touch each sector to have it count?
Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
actually required you to be able to fly because you could just clip that interior corner of something and zip around the maps and figure out exactly what's the fastest way to go through. Ooh. Wow, I wasn't expecting this one.
Oh.
Let me make sure I've got some right toys here. Okay, I got a better toy. Oh, this one. Well, that did not work well.
I'm gonna try and lie down. If I don't get to sleep, I'll probably come back. Have a good one.
Take
Good
care,
luck.
Taz.
Bye.
Yeah, we came down from there. We came down from there, so we are going this way. Nope. This way. Nope. These are all the ways we came in. Where are we going? Oh, that's where we came in. I am lost. Why am I so lost? There we go.
Down here, I
I'm
seem to
there.
be all alone cuddling with the Borg.
All right. Going down. I'm not lost. I'm exploring and conducting scientific research. Thank you, Apulu. I'm geographically displaced. Do we activate the Borg device? Apparently so. Oh. Well, somebody else came down here first.
Enemy detected near node Beta 2. Shield power diverted from power node Beta 1.
It's up there.
Matrix
No, it isn't.
complete. Shield power diversion process Beta 2.
I can't hear. Oops. Let's do this.
Enemy detected near node Beta 2. Shield power diverted from power node Beta 2. Shield power transfer extended. Shield power diverted from power node Alpha 2.
Woo.
Shield power diverted from power node Alpha 2.
I have no idea where you guys are.
Beta 2.
Detected near node Beta 1. Shield power diverted from power node Beta 1.
That's done with.
Okay. Where are you going next?
Let's do Alpha 2.
Enemy detected.
Oh, Alpha 1, that's the upper one.
In the shield
Oh, I just did Alpha 2.
diverted from power node Alpha.
Right.
Enemy detected near node Alpha 2.
do you want next?
Alpha 1 then.
Shield power diverted from power node Alpha 1.
Good. Alpha 1 is down. Let's do 2 next.
Okay.
Enemy detected near node Alpha 2. Shield power diverted from power node Alpha 2.
Is done.
Okay.
I'm entangled.
So I'm trying to defeat some Borgies here.
Down there.
Enemy detected near node Alpha 3.
Alpha 3, I'm there.
Okay.
Diverted from power node Alpha 3.
And that was the node.
Okay. So you should have.
Enemy detected near node Beta 3.
Go.
Shield power diverted from power node Beta 3.
This is an old one, ApuluFelgar.
More distinctiveness will be added to our own.
Got all 6?
That is down.
Yay. Alright, I'm back to where I was. Now to find you guys. Probably just follow all the explosions, right? Oh, that was easy.
Hopefully.
Let's see. Nope, over here. It's not one of the better described ones, let's put it that way. We need to go up because we're down on the ground floor, I think.
Overloading the isolinear thingy up
Thingy,
here.
yes. I'm trying to get to the up there. Alright.
It exploded.
That's okay.
Proof.
Now we go down this way. Oh, we did it right. That's letting us in. Yay. Don't we have to defeat this guy? Whoa! That worked
It's
great.
not long for this world.
No, that was really good.
Once upon a time, that used to be really difficult.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. So, Apulu, when you get to the Borg device, if you activate it, it's going to take you down to where you're controlling it. And what you have to listen for is enemy detected at Alpha 1. But then what's coming back to you on the device is 1, then Alpha, or 1, then Beta. So you have to kind of think the other way. It's always easier when somebody's talking to you and telling you, hey, we're going to go here. Well, thanks. That makes life so much easier. I don't really need that. Just no, I don't want to save that. I don't want more information. Just there we go. All gone. Apulu has finished Ryza. That's like finishing the internet. Apulu, would you like help with your endeavors? The one thing to get credit, yeah, no. I'm looking forward to, it's supposed to rain maybe tomorrow. Not like thunderstorms where I have to worry about getting to safety, but just like enough to be unpleasant. And have to force me to stay inside and play this all day long. And the dogs will just look at me and I'll be like, but it's raining. And they'll be, yeah, it is. Okay. Nope, that's Sunday. Sunday, 98% chance of rain. Woo! So I'll get the lawn mowed tomorrow. I'll get lots of nice food cooked up and can sit around and just play Ryza all day Sunday. Yeah. What next, good people? What next?
Another random, I suppose.
Okay. Well, Apulu, let us know if you need help with anything. We are just running randoms for Snicks. Happy to do other stuff. No Weewoo yet. Weewoo, there it is.
We
Or not. We'll see what happens here. That's ominous.
that sweet time.
It's ground.
Mm.
And there's only 4 of us? What the heck?
Our intel says there's several coalition prisoners in that facility.
We're there's the 5th person. Whoo, whee, oh, whee. That was going to be scary for a moment. Star Trek all over. Triskelion Thrall, you, me, and Magikarp. Magikarp again. We saw him the other day. Omni Mouse? Terran ships in the battle zone, 2 captains on the ground, and 30 Herald ships. I wonder if your Herald ships will be like my Herald ships the other day. Because I was doing Zenkethis and it counted for my Heralds, or I was doing Heralds and it counted for my Zenkethi. It's very weird. We can definitely help you. Of course, you could be here now and we'd be getting your captains on the ground.
We've been made. Time to go in loud.
Initiate lockdown protocols. Alert Warden Singh.
The doors will be locked throughout the prison. Use the override codes I gave you to get the doors open. We're in.
You know, if I was really smart, I'd be recording this for Vegas. After Ryza, we'll spend a couple of evenings just doing TFOs.
Wake Gemini Squad and have them meet me in my lab.
The door codes should bring that force field down as well. This door will take us towards C. General
Yep,
population.
absolutely. I agree with you, Apulu. Our final hour is the best way for those Herald ships.
Once we get this door open, get ready for a fight. Watch your corners and the upper levels. Target the force field control to drop the fields. Once we get inside the control center, we can shut down the force fields on the upper levels. Then We can head upstairs and access the prisoner database and the control center to locate Dr. Crusher. There's the main force field controls. Use them to turn off the fields for the control center. Damn! They locked us out from above. We need to improvise. Knock out power to this ward at that console. Computers will switch over to auxiliary power, but the force fields will come down. Of course, all the cell doors will open as well. Nothing like a little prison riot to distract the guards while they work. Let's get upstairs to the command center, level 2.
I'm gonna go right.
This is the warden. Terrorists have released the prisoners in Tin Pop. All available units respond immediately.
Why are there Terrans on their knees?
I need you ready to override any lockouts security throws my way.
We got 5. I assume somebody got the other side.
Override the security lockout on that console.
Only 5 on this level.
That's what I thought. But I mean, somebody checked, so. Guess I'm just gonna go for the easy way. Hey. Where are all these people coming from?
Override the security lockout on that console. Good job.
Right there.
I'm back in.
Apulu, I like your comment. I'm always right. Thank you. Your check will be in the mail.
I'm locked out again. Get on that console to override. That did it. Almost there. Got it. She's in Ward D. Isolation. Let's go. They might be onto us. Be prepared for anything.
There they are. Open fire.
Oops. Did I go the wrong way? I went the wrong way.
That's a big gun. Dr. Crusher's in cell block 3. Use those controls to discover the bridge. That's her cell. Let's get it open and get her out of here. Dr. Crusher, let's go.
It's actually a rather spacious cell for one person. We got all 10. We got all 10. Woo! I mean, seriously, I've had apartments smaller than that. What are we missing?
Dr. Crusher.
I haven't seen a prompt for... Oh, there she is. Stop running. We need to talk to you. There we go.
Data storage in Ward E, and I'll do the rest.
Is that absolutely necessary, Doctor?
Have a change of heart, Inquisitor? It's not like you to commit treason. Yes, I need that data. It's worth the risk.
Emperors change, but my loyalty to the Empire does not. Very well. Let's get the Doctor to her precious data. Boom. 4 exopods beaming in. You're so tough, personal. Pathetic.
There's the main database console. Inquisitor, you're with me.
Clear the room. Lock the cipher. Let's make this quick.
Extend the bridges to the data storage vaults. I'll call out where the data fragments are. Once you acquire it, bring it back to me. Once I have all the fragments, they'll cut my access to the databases. Here's the first data set. Data Vault 4, go! Data Vault 5. Data Vault 1. You've collected a data fragment. Bring it back to me. First data set complete. Here's the second set.
My guess is the Terrans would have preferred to keep this buried.
Data Vault 5. Hit Data Vault 3.
Excellent find. I knew we could count on it.
Data Vault 1.
Hello.
Welcome, welcome.
Howdy.
Howdy. So what was for dinner tonight?
Well, I just got Jack in a Box.
Oh, it's not the worst thing out there.
Second data set complete.
Yeah.
Here's the last of them.
It's food.
It's food, yeah.
Hit Data Vault 3. Data Vault 2. Now. Data Vault 1.
There are days that its food is sufficient.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hold on. I thought I got something. It's not on my head anymore. My hat fell off. Where'd my hat go? Let's go try and steal that one. Nope, somebody else got
Data
that one.
fragments received and assembled.
Fine, somebody
It's
got my
all
hat.
ours.
Let's get out of here.
You heard the doctor. We're done here. Let's go.
One last thing, and done.
What? What have you done?
I'm more than sane.
I left her far too big for manipulation.
I'm a search. Backups. All gone. Mother of the Emperor or not. I'll kill you for this.
No, get distracted.
Necessary, doctor.
No, it was very necessary. Trust me.
I've seen him. He does have a certain guilty guy, even for a terror.
He's a monster. Destroying his work is the least of it.
Not so fast, terrorists. Won't get
Hey, we're not terrorists.
This is your final test, men. Kill them. Kill them all.
Does still have any mechanic like in other MMOs where you have two bosses and you have to kill them with a certain time frame, otherwise one of them heals back up again?
Not really, no. I mean, there is a time frame limitation, but the only time that you have to kill them within a time frame is kind of when you're down on the Dyson sphere. The Voth medics will revive the other Voth medics, which are, of course, the heavy-duty ones. But that's about it. I can't think of another time when that is a mechanism. Now I'm trying to think back if it ever was. There were a couple of times where you had to disable X number of ships, because if you didn't get the ships disabled in the time frame, they would heal each other and come back. But I can't
Ships can spawn warships, and if you get rid of them, if you don't get rid of them swiftly, they will respawn their ship.
Well, like in this one, there's the two bosses at the end.
Yeah, no.
I think that would be kind of an interesting mechanic. You
Oh,
have to down them within 5 seconds of each other.
Oh, that might be fun. Let's see, down in Pavo Dissension, you've got the two bosses that come down at the end, but they do not heal each other. And once you get one down, the other one just dies so much easier, because obviously everybody's attacking one than the other. But no, I can't think of that mechanic. Actually, that might be one to add to our list of things we're going to send a list of to Kel. He was asking for lists of stuff rather than just single items.
My Karen class didn't make the list.
Oh, we can add it to the list?
You know they're not going to do it. I realized I had a problem today when I was driving home, specifically that deals with you and your channel.
Yes.
I've said so many bad jokes on your channel that I can't remember which ones I already used, so I'm at risk of recycling old ones.
That's okay. Satalia's not listening. I could say that Satalia does that, but she thinks I don't see some of her jokes, so then she promptly remessages them to me. Then she sends them to me privately. I'm like, I see them. I'm just not going to say them out loud. There we go. Sorry, wrong button there.
I was like, I was going to tell this joke, but
you can tell it.
I think I said it already, and I don't.
Which one?
Recycling. No, I'm just saying that's how I was driving home, and I was just like,
Well, my statements usually are prefaced with, I might have said this before, but... That's when my son does the eye roll of, yes, you have said that before, Mom, thank you.
So, kind of a related but side story at work. Yesterday at our company, it was a rough day. We had a couple of people got injured. We just in my department, there was a couple HR issues.
Always good.
Other department had some issues as well. Not the injuries didn't happen in my department.
Oh, okay.
The injuries were just company wide. But then it was just a rough day yesterday, and then I was having a conversation with one of our. They call them people operations now instead of HR.
Yes.
And then randomly in the middle of the in our thing, I was telling him I'm kind of data driven and all this kind of stuff. And then I said, well, by the way, and I told the one about the study that I saw. Yeah, I think I've told you this one.
May have.
The study that humans eat more bananas than monkeys.
Yes, you did mention that one.
Yeah. And so I just randomly dropped that in the middle because it was like kind of a serious conversation. So I just dropped that real quick, and then they were like just shaking their head.
Yep. Reestablishing your position there.
Just lightening the mood a little bit.
Yes. What is that? Oh, apparently we did another random. What do I need? I apparently need more Dyson Sphere. So did you do all your endeavors? Do you need help endeavoring?
The only endeavor I have left is the universal.
Easy peasy. Got a Cnidarian defender?
I think I do. Not. Oh, do I on this character?
Well, if you have it on one, you got it on all of them.
No, I mean active. I might have to switch to another tune.
Okay.
Don't need to be active anything. Just get the thing. You need the console and the ship, and that's it.
Yep. Don't worry about the pew-pewiness.
We haven't known each other long enough.
I grabbed one out of the box and got like 49,000 on the first heal, and then it wouldn't heal after that, so we moved down a couple of asteroids further, went through cooldown, came back out, and boom, instantly healed. It was nice.
All right, I'll quickly switch to another character to do this. It's not for the pew-pews or anything like that. It's just easier for me.
Absolutely.
Because I guarantee you my pew-pews is nothing.
That's not a big pew-pew ship.
I'm trying to use that kind of like a gravity thing too. So you do the gravity, you pull them into your sphere.
Mm-hmm.
On the character
you can have a gravity well 1 on that, so not that much pulling.
Well, you know what else would work for pulling? Would be the baryonic, tethered baryonic asteroid. Because that's a nice pull. It'll grab things and bring them into you.
Okie dokie. I'm on the character.
Okie dokie. Let me send you an invitation. Where are you?
Merrick, Should be the same @ tag.
I'm not seeing it. Hang on a second here. We should be friends.
Wait.
This one.
Am I
Are you
invisible or anonymous?
You might be on anonymous.
Hey, I'm anonymous.
That would explain it. There you are.
Boink. One thing I always found weird in this thing is that you can still be like you're anonymous, but every time you leave a map and enter a map, you see people anyway.
Well, but they don't see you would be the anonymous part.
No, it shows up on your screen, right? Whenever I map transfer, it'll say this person logged on, this person logged off.
Yeah, but you don't show up on their
Right. So you're
screen.
anonymous to them. They're not anonymous to you, unless, of course, they did it. So if you went to anonymous and you left and came back in, I wouldn't see it. I wouldn't see that you'd gone out and back in, even though we're friends. You would just magically appear when you said you're here. So we have been doing Ruins of Doom because we can kind of camp out at the asteroids. If that works for you.
It's fine by me.
And you've got 2 of us to heal, so we will go off to Ruins of Doom. And I apologize. Yes, I apologize for my very nasal, sore throaty voice because I think my allergies are very evil today.
Getting some unusual readings from the spore colonies in this system. They're mutating at an accelerated rate, absorbing and emitting some nasty radiation.
Well, I'm going to take off my shield so that'll let me do some more take some more damage. Okay.
Right. Hate to say.
You just have to go into jellyfish mode to do the heals.
We do not want to get hit by those radiation pulses.
Yeah, we do. That's where it's fun.
Watch out. Mokai raiders on the near side.
Yeah. Too far. Too far.
Let's deal with the next spore colony before the Mokai send reinforcements.
I got 9,000 healing on that. Unfortunately, my cooldown on this is forever.
Well, the jellyfish, as long as you're in jellyfish mode, should keep doing heals.
Oh, we're staying here, or we're not going to move on to the next one?
Let's let you get your heals.
Okay, hold on. I started moving away.
Yeah, that will take a while in jelly mode.
Yeah. Evasive maneuvers doesn't help much, huh?
Nope.
How far away? I'm within 5 kilometers of you. How come I'm not healing?
That's what I found when I was here the first time. I got a huge amount of healing on the first one, and then nothing immediately thereafter.
It's strange. I'm within range, and I'm not healing. Odd.
You don't get into combat mode. You are out of combat. Therefore, no buzzy.
So I have to get hit too?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Might want to step out for a little bit. Problem is, if I switch out of this jellyfish mode, then it's going to be a long cooldown.
Well, why don't
we... What was the cooldown on that?
Why don't we do what we did with Wotzehell earlier, which is we'll go...
Yeah, yes. You switch out of jelly and we take care of the next 2 asteroids.
And then when the Mokai come into the third one, you can go into defensive combat-y mode.
Colony neutralized. Let's head toward the next one. Picking up Mokai ships on long-range sensors. We're about to have company.
Oh no.
I was going to say, let's give him the 2 minutes he needs to go through cooldown.
Yeah, we can end this and then just not leave and stay in vicinity of the room colonies, and we'll be fine.
Sorry, I randomly hum when I'm playing games.
That's okay.
What's my cooldown? 28 seconds.
Okay.
Maybe you should come a bit closer to the
Yippers.
spawn.
It just bumps me back every time I do this. And 15 seconds.
Okay. Find a good spot there, and we can hit the spores, and it'll give us the last of the Mokai. You good?
Yahtzee.
Okay.
Destroy these fools and take back what is rightfully ours.
We'll stay close to you.
Finished.
We will rid the stars of these honorless rebels.
I'll still say close because I have no shields.
We will fight another day.
I do this, sometimes when I want to change things up, I'll do this and I'll go into the 9th rule.
Yeah. In Jellyfish?
Yeah, well, at the end I do the jellyfish.
Oh, yeah.
And then they warp in and instantly die.
Yep. That's always a good
Kind of like. Close your eyes.
Need my. Oh, Lord.
Sorry to warn you. There's such a hodgepodge of things in this character.
The rebels are free. Let us dispose of this Vakta and be done with it.
So this ship, I got the Mycelio weaponized for having the Mokai set. I have the digital transformation from that, I don't know what you call those things, the feeder thing.
Yeah. The compiler.
Yeah. I have, oh yeah, just have random stuff on this. I don't know why. I have the Temporal Negotiator, I got a Car's Revenge, Prolonged Engagement.
For me, the mycelial one just takes so long to launch it.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, recently they've been going through some console and removed the activation timer.
Oh, good. That would be a good one for it. They said they were looking at consoles and wanted, again, lists of things they'd like us, or we'd like them to look at.
Mm.
Especially on some of the older consoles that are specific to, like, ships or types of ships, to see if maybe there's a improvement that could be done. There is a list in StowWiki of every console. And I started going through them in alphabetical order. And the first one was unique to a ship, could only be used on that ship. The next one was unique to something, could only be used in that. And I'm thinking, I am not going to sit here and go through all this for hundreds, if not thousands, of consoles. And people at StowWiki are better than I am. But that would be a fun thing to do. Team up with those guys someday. Ooh, very smart people. So I was going to comment on the new Star Trek
I switched
Online.
characters, so
Okay.
if you want to send another invite.
I will. There is a new trailer that was shown for the upcoming Star Trek Online. It's called Prophecy Revealed. Have you guys seen it?
No.
Let me grab it. I'll send the link here. It's very short. It's 20 seconds.
See if I can beat you
It's
to
right
the
here.
search.
But this and the blog that came out today are both hinting at maybe some of the older stuff coming back, which they've been talking about. But the new one's called The Prophecy Revealed. I don't know if that's the new content. Could be fun.
7th.
What was today?
Oh.
It's... Oh, yes, I do want to... Nope. That's okay, Mom. Sorry.
I'm going to do a quick break, and I'll be right back.
Absolutely. It's very Klingon-centric. It's not...
Probably some Alliance stuff, because that was Khitomer too.
Yeah, but who's the guy? Yeah, it's the Great Hall Khitomer, so yeah. But who is that guy? I don't recognize the character. It's not Jim Pock. Unless it's a very young Jim Pock.
Yeah, Jempok is armed. No, that is not Jempok. That is, someone else.
It's someone else, yeah. I just don't know who. July 7th, so that means this ends... Ryza ends on July 4th because they extended it one day. So that would be a Saturday? That's Saturday, and it'll come right back out on Tuesday. So there obviously won't be an intervening event, though they might throw in something the last 2 days of Ryza, like a red alert.
Oh, man.
What?
Just realized I'm down to my last fudgesicle.
Fudgesicles! I love fudgesicles.
I'm going to have to get me some more.
I live so far from the grocery store that getting ice cream and fudgesicles and all that stuff isn't something I do because it's enough of a drive home that they're not going to make it unless I take a cooler and some ice with me. So I'm morally obliged to then just eat it in the grocery store parking lot.
I'm down for anything, a random or anything like that. Did we reinvite? Sorry.
Yeah, I just re-invited you.
Oh,
because I was checking for that trailer. Give me 1 second to check something here.
There were a few people the other day that I typically come home and I watch, and nobody was on. I was like, what's going on? What happened yesterday, other than having a bad day at work?
For you? I have no idea what happened for you yesterday. Or do you mean for me?
Just people in, like I was saying, there's a few people that I typically will watch when I get home from work. And like a lot of them were not on yesterday.
Well, if they're from the Midwest, there was extremely severe weather, so I know there were some power outages. However, I was prepped for it. I have my little hidey hole. I got some blankets down there, got a dog bowl, put some snacks in there, put some water in the freezer or fridge so we'd have cold water in case, it lasts a couple hours. We wanted them to be comfortable. Got some flashlights. I need to go get another flashlight, though. So it was all set. I was prepared. Had my phone charged up so we'd be able to listen to stuff and call for help if we needed it. And it had a little thunder, a little lightning, a little rain, a little wind. That was it. I had moved all of my stuff from my deck into the porch where it's at least covered and won't go blowing into the neighbor's yard. I'd picked up all the sticks and twigs and stuff so they wouldn't go flying around the yard. I was ready for the storm. Nope.
You know what they say. Better be prepared.
I was prepared. But nothing happened, so I wound up playing on Ryza quite a bit.
Nice.
But I couldn't take the dogs out, and now the dogs are exhausted and lying here. Because we made up for it today. Randoms?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Okay, let's try that again. That did not want to launch. It's because it's got your old one in there. Go. There we go. Wee woo.
Wee woo.
Sorry, I haven't gotten to the habit of saying wee woo yet.
Well, I stole it from Wolfie. Though she sings it more than just says it.
I don't. I've been on her channel. I don't ever remember her sing it.
Well, it's more like wee. I can't even do it. It's very melodic, high pitched wee woo. So I was singing in the car
next time.
Yeah, next time she does Stowe, yes. I was singing in the car today and remembered, yes, there's a good reason I don't sing. Well, at least we're in space this time. That's something. Oh, God.
Gravity kills.
Okay, can my ship do this? Now let's put the shields back on because that'll definitely help.
I don't know if my pets do any good in this mission.
Well, they'll help with protecting the Jupiter. And they'll help with taking out all the Zenkethi ships. So, yeah, they could help you.
Do they get drawn into the gravity well?
No.
Or are they immune?
They're immune.
Oh, okay. I think I should have known that from the last time we played.
Oh.
I forget his name, but he flies the Typhon or the Typhoon or whichever one you call it.
There's one of each.
Yeah.
Because, reasons.
I actually want to get that ship. For some reason, it reminds me of The Last Starfighter. Have you ever seen that movie?
Yeah.
And at the end, they do the Death Blossom.
I've got the Typhoon and I've got the Typhon. And I like the Typhoon. It's a nice little ship.
I haven't picked it up yet. I don't know. I mean, I'm procrastinating and everything.
Wasn't it? I think it was an event ship.
It's available.
Not carrier version is a ship, yes.
I'm sorry. I think I've delegated myself to protect it. Just because I'm not paying attention. Finally clicked. I should probably be picking up particles, and then I was like,
Well, we've talked about this before. If you want to set this up logically, you have your two fastest little ships doing the particle pickup. You take your two biggest, tankiest ships to defend the J, and one to just run offense at the station. But as long as everybody does their job, it goes swimmingly. There is that small catch up as long as everybody does their job.
Right. We need to find the right throttle position to hold position.
We were doing this on 10 Forward Weekly 2 months ago, and my internet was garbage. So I basically completely logged out and re-logged in, and they were still on this first one.
Yeah.
Hello, Mr. Dave. Are you still at work, or are you home now?
Let me know if you think I should shift to picking up vertical.
Is tomorrow a holiday? Mr. Dave said, I go to work tomorrow, no holiday for me. Is it a holiday?
Not for me.
Not for me. Oh, when I worked it wasn't.
My next holiday is July 3rd. And I signed July 6th to be off, so I have a 4-day weekend.
Oh, that's nice. I was thinking about running up to Chicago for July 4th, and then my brain was like, because there's no traffic in Chicago on July 4th? Oh, yeah, right. Chicago's stupid for traffic. I think we need one more and we'll have this one. My last job, we got, I think, 6 holidays a year. And if they were on a Saturday or Sunday, we'd time them to be, like, if it's on Saturday, we'd celebrate on Friday. If it was on Sunday, we'd do it on Monday. So we'd be able to get at least a 3-day weekend out of everything. And then we had 2 floating holidays, and everybody had to vote on where they went and agree on it. So I think they usually took the Friday before Memorial Day and an extra day around July 4th, so we'd all get like 4-day weekends.
My
There it goes.
we get 10 paid holidays
Nice.
a year, but we don't get to necessarily vote on which ones.
You have a
we
bigger
do.
company. There's only 25 of us.
Yeah.
It's easy to vote when
But
there's
they
only 25 of you.
So like sometimes we'll get like Good Friday off or something like that. It's like,
Yeah.
or Black Friday or something. And I'm like, it's like the first company I ever had Black Friday off.
Oh no, we usually do Black Friday because we could find work for our people to do, but none of our customers were open, except maybe a hospital here and there. And we always had somebody on call for those guys. Now when I worked at the hospital, different story. DL Grayson? It is DL Grayson. Start picking up the particles and then they just kind of don't get picked up.
Yeah, this game has several layers of frustration, or this TFO.
Yeah.
But the thing I'm trying to work on is expectation is a thief of joy.
There is that, yes. I would enjoy this a little bit more if it was a little easier to pick up the particles and a little bit easier to drop them off. The PP is fine.
Mm-hmm.
I like the fact it's different.
Maybe make it so that taking damage doesn't stop you from picking it up.
Because it's not consistent. Sometimes in some TFOs taking damage stops you.
Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't.
Was it Zinc at the front when you're dropping off the bombs or something?
Yeah. I think Counterpoint used to stop you when you're dropping off the away teams and picking them up. Your shields drop, which makes sense, but it lets you do it.
I got a Hawking particle.
Yay!
I will eventually deliver them.
Let's see if I can get a particle here. I got a particle.
We've collected enough.
Oh yeah, of course he collected enough. Now that I got one. Here, you're gonna take it anyway. No, you can't.
Nope.
Oh, you can't? Yeah.
No. I'm gonna deliver this gosh darn particle. So there. Here, take it. I don't care. It's yours. I do love watching the stations falling into the black hole, though, because they deserve it. Difficult.
All the work that you put into it.
Yeah.
You know what you can put on your list is to add midichlorian particles.
Astrophage.
It's another one.
Oh, no. I'm trying to warp out. I got a particle and you make me warp out. Darn you. Darn you. Let's see if I blow up, though. No! I didn't blow up. Yay! What am I flying?
Nice.
However, my Gagarin looked a little weird coming in there.
So, random question.
Yes.
If Tribbles were an actual creature,
Yes.
would you have one?
No, probably not. I mean, the reason I like my dogs and cats and things like that and birds are because they're expressive.
But they're expressive in their tone, right?
Yes. Picking up any more particles.
What about you, Wotzehell?
No. I'm not a bad person.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing to have a Tribble pet. I can see where it'd be fun. A lot of people would like it.
Well, the Tribbles are never shown to do anything.
We know that they
They
eat.
just lay around, and then you pick them up, and they do their noise.
I mean,
and they eat.
I could see them as a pet for people who currently have, like, chihuahuas that they keep in their purses. You know, not... yes, interactive, but not really interactive, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, you could buy a Furby or something.
Yeah, that's what it is. Now, on the other hand, if you're asking if I would have a Moopsie as a pet, I could get into that.
That was quick.
Well, the end was certainly fast.
Right. So they don't do much or comment. It was, I have a clip on my channel. It's a very old clip because I don't stream anymore. But in Lotro, there's a cosmetic housing pet where there was a cat and it's sleeping, and then every once in a while it stands up, just stretches, and then it does a little. It walks out a little bit, does a loop, and then lays back down and goes back to sleep again.
Okay.
Oh.
And so in my stream on the clip in my stream, I was trying to describe this to. So I was in my housing area and I was trying to describe this thing to the audience, and I was clicking on it, and then the caption at the time, because you can't click on it to make it do something, it's on a timer. So I clicked on it and it said, the caption above said, "This object is nothing." And then I just started to say that I giggled to myself and I said, "That is the most apt description of a cat that I have ever heard."
Yep.
And I just started clicking on it and I just started giggling to myself, and it was funny because one of the viewers were like, "I subbed to your channel just because of that." This object does nothing. Yep.
Yep.
Check.
I see there's other people on, but not a super busy night. I've noticed Thursday nights used to be much more crowded than they are. Should check into Fridays again. Maybe start up a Friday stream since we're now doing Clone Wars in the afternoon. But we may do a Friday night's movie as well. Moving forward, we will see. Shall I do another?
Sure. Yeah, sure.
Wee woo?
Wee woo.
Wee woo.
Let's see if I can do it. I can't do it. I'm not going to take any more throat lozenges or I will get buzzed on that. Am I the only one who gets buzzed on throat lozenges? I don't know what they put in them.
Presumably alcohol?
No.
First question is, how many does it take for you to get buzzed?
Like good part of a bag. Half a dozen or so. If I've got really sore throat, I can do a dozen. When I had my martial arts school, I couldn't have throat drops around because kids would see them and they'd take them, and it wouldn't hurt them, but I am not going to risk letting a kid take anything that's medicated in my building when their parents aren't there. So we substituted butterscotch candies. Also very good for sore throat. And after a while, the kids are like, "I've got a sore throat, Miss K."
Are about to overrun
like,
this
yeah,
planet,
why don't I
and
just
time
put
is
a bag of butterscotch candies out there and let everyone help themselves?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like I call them old man candies, Werthers.
Yeah, Werthers are great. I'm sorry, Werthers are great. They're not butterscotch. They're caramels, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, Werthers are awesome, and they are not old man candies. I love them.
Just what I call them.
Well, that's how they were advertised over here.
Really?
My grandfather always
Oh,
had some
right,
Werthers in his pocket.
You are so right. I had forgotten that. My grandmother always had rum balls around the house. My grandmother, who did not drink, had rum balls around the house. And I don't think anyone really had the heart to tell her that, yeah, it's really rum. That's okay. My maiden aunts, Aunt Ingrid and Aunt Ruth, didn't drink either. But you know when you make glug and you use raisins in it? They couldn't drink the glug, but they take all the raisins out of it and eat those. And again,
I always have it.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I always use that saying, I don't drink anymore. I don't drink any less.
Exactly.
I don't drink anymore.
What was the joke? I'm giving up drinking for a week.
Yeah.
Commas are important. I wanted to write, I'm giving up. I'm drinking for a week.
I tried giving up drinking once, but decided that nobody likes a quitter.
Oh! That was good.
I say that, but I don't really. I mean, I don't drink a lot. I have bottles sitting here that probably will last me at least a year.
I have a bottle of Laponia up here.
Well done.
Actually, yeah.
The Jem'Hadar will
Which
help
I was
you
going to drink, and then I found out that if I can replace it, because it's very hard to get, it's in the hundreds of dollars a bottle.
The one that I have is a Johnny Walker Blue.
Yeah, I think you've mentioned that.
Yeah.
That is some fine sipping stuff.
I don't know what it is now, but
Satellite is back online.
it used to be like 2 something.
Well, it's probably not as horrible as other things because the stuff I like is all imported. And so we're now paying crazy taxes on it.
Yeah.
So I like single
since
malt
we're on the
whiskeys.
subject,
Yeah.
what is something that I think, let's say, we'll have 2 different questions. What's something that you don't like that a lot of people you would consider as popular, and then the opposite of that?
Do you want to narrow it down a little bit?
Okay, so like for myself, one of the popular drinks, especially when I was in the military and we would go out and stuff like that, everybody would want to do Crown Royal shots, and I do not like Crown Royal.
No. I didn't know if we were talking about alcohol or if we were expanding that into other topics as well. So if we're sticking with alcohol, which is just fine sticking with that, mojitos.
The last of the refugee ships
I
are
don't
ready.
get the point. It's the mint and, what is it, lime? It's mint and something. It's just like, bleh.
Escape route Alpha. Protect them.
Bad
Ships
toothpaste.
spotted at escape route Gamma. Get over there.
How about you, Wotzehell?
I don't like beer.
Really?
For some reason.
Just any beer, or
In general, it's not my thing.
I like good IPAs, but I like IPAs at a restaurant that has good IPAs. I'm not going to go buy it at the grocery store or wherever and go home and drink it. I'll do that with
I
wine.
also don't like soccer, so my German subroutine must have been buggy or something.
So we've been talking about all the videos of Europeans and people from other countries coming to the USA for with the World Cup. And the number of the people trying American food for the first time, real American food for the first time. I feel that way when I go to other countries. Food is so good, so I can understand that. But the guy who's from France going, French food basically sucks, and American food's so good, and I can't believe we've never eaten this before. And thinking, but dude, you're from France. It's all so good over there.
Yeah.
Herc Dreadnought on sensors.
I think part of it too is when you have something all the time, it's, you know, it kind of loses. Like me, I was born and raised in Hawaii, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's so beautiful in Hawaii," and I'm like, "Eh."
It is beautiful, yeah, but I get that it is beautiful in Hawaii. I was thinking about going back one of these days, maybe next year.
I will say, like, here in Denver, there's a lot of different cuisines here in Denver, but I found like one or two good Japanese food places. I still haven't found a good Chinese food place. They have them. It's just compared to the restaurants that we used to have in Hawaii.
Oh, sure. When I lived in Illinois, Motorola brought over tens of thousands of their Japanese engineers when they made that their world headquarters. And as part of that, they brought over grocery stores, restaurants, their own golf clubs, hair salons, you know, everything that they need for their people. They wanted to make sure that it was a comfortable situation. So, needless to say, all of a sudden we had tons of really good Japanese restaurants. And then, of course, what goes with that is Japanese grocery stores. And those have survived, even though Motorola is long gone.
Get over there.
They got some interesting things in Japanese grocery stores or even convenience stores.
Oh, yeah.
Like our 7-Elevens here compared to the 7-Elevens actually in Japan.
Yeah, I've seen those. Oh my god.
Oh.
Self-heating meals, freshly made self-heating meals.
I'm guessing that wouldn't be going over well in the US.
No.
There would be people who try to disassemble the thing to get at the chemicals.
Well, that's probably a good point, yeah.
I didn't think about that.
What surprised me is when I went to England, because I've always thought of the English people as generally a bit reserved, as generally nice. And I got over there, and they weren't particularly nice, and they were incredibly filthy. They would just throw garbage on the ground. And, I realize this is London, this isn't all of England, but
Yeah.
And I was going to the women's bathroom once to wash my hands, and I was getting yelled at, "Hey, you can't cut the line." I'm like, "Excuse me, somebody just threw up on me. I'd like to wash my hands." Which is true, somebody did throw up on me.
Get over there.
Yeah. No, I believe you. That's the sad part, is I believe you.
We were in a theater watching a play, and my friend kind of nudged me and goes, "The lady next to me does not look well." So we helped carry her out to the hallway, and she was having some kind of medical problem. So of course, you know, I'm trying to do the things you do. I don't know if she's seizing or what, get her on her back, make sure. Then she starts to throw up, so it's like, okay, flip her on her side so she doesn't aspirate, and I catch it.
Yeah. I was gonna ask, was it like drinking induced not well, or was it
No,
medical unwell?
Her son or her nephew was with her at the play and said she'd been running a bit of a fever, but she thought she was better. and probably just...
And then go out and give it to everybody else.
Yeah, kinda. I get it. It's good play. But so we're in the back hall where all the actors are running around trying to, make sure she's taken care of and not in the main line of sight. And so I wrote to the people who own the theater the next day. I ran the theater and said, hey, you guys might want to maybe have some stuff on hand, like a person who knows what they're doing and not hoping that a stranger in the audience helps out. The guy wrote back and said, we assumed you were a relative. We had no idea you weren't. Our apologies. So they sent us tickets for the same play another night.
Well, that's cool.
That was very nice of them. But like a lot of theaters and a lot of things, it was mostly younger teenagers running backstage and stuff, doing all the handy-dandy little things that kids do, like making sure the props are on the right table at the right point. So I get it, but still. First aid kit would have been real helpful.
Ready for your next random question?
Sure.
Could you, and now this might be too clever, could you name all the different places you've been to?
Probably not, no.
I didn't get it.
Can you name all the different places you've been to?
No.
I've been so many places.
That's everyone.
And then the next question was going to be, what pops into your mind probably first?
For where I've been?
Mm-hmm.
Well, because I'm talking to you, Hawaii.
Okay.
But Wotzehell's there, and I used to spend a lot of time in Germany, and we're just talking about England. I used to spend a lot of time in England. But I've been through most of Europe, not all of it, but most of Europe. I haven't been to anywhere in Africa, though.
Nope.
I have not done Africa. Some Southeast Asia, Australia, New Zealand, Hawaii, some of the U.S., Canada, very briefly. Yeah. I mean, if you want to get really picky, I could sit there and look at it. But I was thinking the other day, I'm not sure I remember all of the names of all of my dogs. I was thinking about that as I was falling asleep the other night, going, hold on, am I missing dogs here?
Do you guys ever do those things where you put like either a globe or you have a map on the wall and you put like little pins or something inside?
Yeah, my parents enjoyed traveling. So my mom had her map, and we had this like enormous 3-dimensional cluster of red dots around where we lived because we traveled a lot. Then we've got family up in the UP. We've got family throughout Michigan, California, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas.
I find those thoughts a bit unhelpful, I suppose. I mean, if you went to Canada, you haven't seen all of Canada.
Oh, no. I've only seen a little teeny tiny part. But, if you go for individual spots, I could cover a few spots in Canada, very few.
Well, like my parents
And if you do put pins in individual spots, there are some areas of the map where you can't put enough pins.
Yep. Yeah, like I said,
you probably don't have enough space for all the pins.
That's why I said you'd get that 3-dimensional lump, because there's so many in there trying to jam in the same spaces.
Yeah.
I'm missing one of my dogs. Which dog am I not remembering? Dang it, I'm missing a dog here.
The one with the flaming farts.
Now I'm picturing a dog eating flaming hot Cheetos.
My dogs decided to eat my flaming hot Cheetos the other day. They will not make that mistake again. They just looked at me and went, no, I am so sorry, Mom. That was a bad choice. Okay, I cannot remember which dog I've forgotten. But at least I remembered more of them. I got 8 of the 9.
I actually haven't had a lot of pets.
I didn't have
I
pets.
don't have a lifestyle that is conducive to certain pets. Like, I'm at work a lot.
Yeah.
So I don't want to leave a pet at home. They tell you to get 2, but then now I'm neglecting 2 dogs or whatever.
That can be true. If you get 2 dogs that are, let's say if you go to shelters and you have dogs that are shelter dogs together, they're more comfortable with each other, and sometimes that's all they need.
I had a Siberian Husky, 1 brown eye, 1 blue eye, and I named that dog Lasha, but at a time, I think it was right around my divorce, but we ended up giving the dog to a friend, and then he named the dog Ninja, and I was slightly offended by that. I don't know why. There was absolutely no reason for me to be offended, but I was like, Ninja? Really? That's what
It's
you
a
name
name
a
for a cat.
motorcycle. Yeah, definitely a cat.
Shall we do one more for this evening?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, last one for tonight. Weeboo?
Weeboo.
Weeboo.
Yeah, I didn't have pets growing up as a kid. When I was really young, we didn't have a lot of money. Then when my sister got a job, so she'd be in her 20s, and I would have been like 9 at that point, she got a dog, brought him home. Dog did not do well in the house, so they got rid of the dog. I don't know what they did to him, whether they gave him to somebody or what, but something happened to the dog.
That was a story.
Ooh,
So we
I
let
have
the dog out.
And after my sister left my folks' house, I'm getting a lot of SNRs here.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay.
I mean, I see it on your stream.
Yeah.
I don't see it on my.
Okay. After my sister left, she started raising American Staffordshire Terriers, which are like pit bulls, but very breed specific. Really good dogs, but they could be a little aggressive. But she raised them, and then she started breeding them. And then she started just getting rescue dogs. And then she and her husband, she got ill. She had Alzheimer's. And their house caught on fire. So they wound up moving to California, and they weren't in a position to have any more pets. As soon as I moved out and got married, I started having dogs. Yes, I know what time it is. Speaking of, one of the dogs is looking at me going, do you know what time it is? Yes. Yes, it is. Isn't this where we started? What's the hell?
Yep.
Yep. Hey, perfect circle. We started this with a little Hive Onslaught. Going to end with a little Hive Onslaught here. It is perfect. There's a Taz in here, but it's not our Taz. It says Taz, and there are no handle names left. There's plenty of handle names left. You just have to get creative.
Yep.
That's what's missing.
What's that?
I noticed that one of my devices is missing from my tray. Because I forgot to lock it when I was taking something off earlier.
Dare we ask?
Oh, it's nothing critical. There was an empty spot there.
I'm kind of, I mean, this will be a long stretch for you guys to imagine, but I'm slightly, what's the word, anal retentive?
Nah. Come on. This game is like home for the anal retentive.
So, like, people will, like, sit at my desk or something like that, and I don't mind them sitting at my desk, but then I will notice everything that was just slightly moved, like a centimeter off.
Yep, no, I totally get that.
first thing I do when I sit down, I was like, hey, who was sitting at my desk? And they're like, how do you know? Because this piece of paper is 1 centimeter off from where I left it last.
No, my boss would come up to my desk while I was sitting there and adjust things.
Ooh, that's a faux pas.
Well, it's her company.
Mm-hmm.
She was the owner.
Well, okay, but still.
But it's... And she would also stand in front of me and have business conferences because I had a very central facing desk. And she's like, do you not like it when we're up here talking? No! You've got an office. Go talk in your office. You've got a conference room. Go talk in the conference room. No, you just stand here in front of me and talk. Not to me, to other people.
Yeah.
Your efforts are
that said, she was actually a really nice person. I did enjoy working up there till the last day.
That'd be something like, I don't, it's not that I don't like it, I just don't understand it.
What?
Why you're talking in front of my desk when we have other places to talk.
Yeah, yeah. But she's got a huge office. She's got an office the size of, I don't know, the size of my upstairs of my house. It was huge. Plenty of stuff to do in there, but she would come out and stand right in front of where my desk was. Ah! But she wasn't there that often, so I guess I can't complain too much. All right, I'm out of here, folks. Let's go raid somebody. Who is out there in dire need of a raid tonight? I could have done it on that one, couldn't I? Yes, I could.
I really got to go through my follow list and probably pare some things down because they're.
Yeah, I had people doing that recently. I noticed they were coming off. Let's see, Cornholio's out there. Pip Almighty. They're doing a fleet event. Nothing wrong with that. Pip Almighty, Borgranta, Wild Husky, Nerdwolf. I gotta see what Wild Husky Nerdwolf is. Nope, console. I'm not anti-console, but
I just don't understand. I mean, again, I'm not anti-console. I just don't understand it. The amount of icons I have on my desktop between my skills and the, the bridge officer skills and all the other kind of stuff. Your power state and all. How do you do that with 10 buttons?
I have no idea. I can't. I'm sure they have that all figured out. They are far cleverer than I am. Well, so far everybody I'm hitting is on console tonight. These people aren't on console. We're rating them. This is Pip Almighty. All right, everyone. Have a wonderful evening. We will be back tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. and then back tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. Everybody take care, and we'll talk to you later. Yes, I'm going to take you out. Don't worry. Night-night, everybody.
Take care.
They probably have your outro speech memorized.